2022 Polaris Slingshot SLR trim, Brembo brakes, new top option. There's also a new vented hood for more airflow in the cabin. Fixed at the crossing point of convertibles and superbikes, the Polaris Slingshot stands apart as quite possibly the most uncommon vehicle accessible new in the United States. It's entering the 2022 model year with a fourth trim level, accessible Brembo brakes, and a second top choice. Polaris revived the SLR trim and situated it beneath the R, which sits at the highest point of the reach. Assuming you're more about go than show, the SLR's principal selling point is a 203 strength ProStar 4-chamber motor imparted to the R. Assuming its style that draws you to the Slingshot, the SLR stands apart from different individuals from the reach with a trim explicit multi-tone paintwork and differentiating forged orange intonations. It likewise offers a moderately extensive rundown of elements that incorporates a 7-inch touchscreen. It's not generally so fundamental as its bike DNA would propose. The Leader R model advantages from a couple of overhauls that join the choices on other trim levels. The first is a stopping mechanism created by Italian firm Brembo. Polaris takes note of the front rotors are 14% bigger than the ones fitted to non-R models. They're held by fixed calipers, and they're accessible in one or the other. Red or orange, nobody purchases a Slingshot for its nuance, all things considered. The second is a vented hood that gives the three-wheeler a more solid outside plan, while guiding really cooling air to the lodge. It tends to be retrofitted to 2020 and 2021 models. At last, 2022 brings a second top choice called the Excursion Top, which gives the travelers more headroom and better perceivability. It very well may be introduced or eliminated without devices, and it's estimated at $1,799. Polaris noticed that it's only accessible for the 2022 Slingshot, notwithstanding. The section point into the Slingshot range stays the S trim, which costs $19,999 when requested with a manual transmission and $21,749 when purchasers select a programmed gearbox. Improving prepared Slingshot without climbing to the second trim in the progression is conceivable. Polaris offers a discretionary technology Package 1 that packages a 100-watt Rockford Fosgate sound framework with a 2.7-inch show, speaker pods, and tweeters coordinated into the dashboard in addition to a vehicle security bundle and an unmistakable breeze redirector for $2,800. Next is the Slingshot SL, which gets the 100-watt Rockford Fosgate sound framework just as a 7-inch touchscreen. Choosing this trim level likewise permits purchasers to browse a more extensive range of shadings that incorporates ultra blue and moonlight metallic white. Valuing is set at $25,999 with a stick and $27,749 with a programmed. Continue to climb in the arrangement and you'll get to the new SLR point by point above, which is valued at $28,999 with a manual transmission and $30,649 with 2 pedals. At last, the reach-besting R offers aficionados the enormous Brembo brakes, a root framework, associated administrations, and Apple CarPlay. Similarity for $32,499 with a manual and $34,499 with a programmed. Note that purchasers in California should add $300 to all of the previously mentioned trim levels.